Mary Isaac is a single mother of 3. She has had cerebral palsy all of her life and requires a wheelchair. Isaac mostly lived independently until she was hit by a car 2 years ago.
Yeah, so it's been like a rough go, because from the hospital, like, the only reason why I applied for this service to even be in my house in the first place was I wanted to ensure that my children's needs were not interrupted.
Isaac's 3 children, ages 4, 10, and 11 years old, require special needs services. Since Isaac's accident, they need 24-hour in-home support and services that are paid for under Jordan's principle. But the support from Indigenous Services Canada is short-term and ended yesterday. Isaac is afraid her children will end up in care if she can't find resources elsewhere.
But Jordan's principal bottom line has been more focused on a reduction plan and an alternative plan that doesn't exist. And they leave it up to you to find that resource.
Cindy Blackstock is the Executive Director of First Nations Child and Family Caring Society of Canada. She says Isaac's case includes all the concerns raised at the Human Rights Tribunal last September.
Part of the tribunal has said that, look, if you are going to say no to an urgent case, and this is an urgent case, then you have to come up with Plan B. You, the department, have to come up with a Plan B.
Isaac's lawyer, David Taylor, told APTN News Indigenous Services Canada will be extending Jordan's principal support for 3 weeks, while Isaac appeals her case in federal court and requests long-term care.
Have we not learned anything from everything we've seen come out from the Truth and Reconciliation Commission in 2015 through the $23.3 billion child welfare class action settlement in 2023. First Nations kids belong with their parents. These kids have a very loving mother who cares and works very hard for them, and she needs some help, and she should have it. That's why she's going to court.
Taylor hopes the federal court will agree Isaac needs long-term care.
I currently only have access to the service that's in my house through Jordan's principal, and they still want to cut it off and call CPS. That's not like a Truth and Reconciliation work. That's very colonial, actually, in the structure. It's a very colonial way of thinking.
Isaac hopes to hear soon if the decision to end her support is overturned. Meanwhile, APTN News asked Indigenous Services why Isaac's services are ending. A spokesperson replied in an email that they cannot comment out of respect for privacy for the children. Angel Moore, APTN National News, Chibuktuk, also known as Halifax.